The screen stays black. You tap the glass. 0 notifications. You check the signal. 3 bars. The internet is working. But she is not typing. You did everything right. You were kind. You were available. You were a good man. And that is exactly why you're losing. Society told you that being a nice guy is the key to her heart. They lied to you. They lied to your face. Your kindness is not a virtue. It is a bribe. You are trading your soul for a reply, and she can smell the desperation. It is not attractive. It is suffocating. She does not care that you are hurting. She does not care that you are waiting. She only cares about the version of you that she can control. And right now, you are a puppet on a digital string. You think you are being patient, but you are actually being pathetic. This is not about her. This is about the fortress you forgot to build inside yourself. In the next few minutes, everything changes. You will learn the one thing you must do when she stops caring. It is not a text. It is not a gift. It is a psychological pivot that most men are too afraid to make. If you do not make it now, you will stay in this cycle forever. You are about to enter the trap, and I am going to show you how to burn it down. You are sitting there. The silence is loud. You check your phone again. Nothing. You feel a pit in your stomach. It is a familiar feeling. You call it love. But it is not love. It is anxiety. It is the fear of being inadequate. You have spent weeks being perfect. You bought the flowers. You listened to her problems. You were always the first to reply. You thought this was the path. You thought kindness was a currency. But kindness is not a bribe. When you give to get, you are not a good man. You are a negotiator, a bad one. She can feel the weight of your expectations. It feels heavy. It feels manipulative, even if you do not mean it. You are seeking external validation for an internal void. This is the nice guy trap. It is a silent killer of respect. Women do not respect men they can predict. They do not respect men they can control. And right now, you are perfectly predictable. You are completely controlled. You are a secondary character in her story. You have forgotten how to be the lead in your own. Think about the Stoics. Seneca said we suffer more in imagination than in reality. You are imagining a future where she leaves. You are imagining a future where you are alone. And that imagination is paralyzing you. You are acting out of fear, not out of virtue. A virtuous man acts because it is right, not because he wants a reward. Your kindness has strings attached. You are pulling them, but she is the one who is tied up. This is why she pulls away. The more you chase, the faster she runs. The more you explain, the less she hears. It is a law of nature. You cannot force a flower to bloom by screaming at it. You cannot force a heart to care by being convenient. Convenience is the death of desire. You have made yourself too easy to have. And things that are easy to have are easy to discard. You have become a commodity, not a prize. You are a utility. Like a light switch. She only thinks of you when she needs the room to be bright. Otherwise, you are just part of the wall. Does that hurt? Good. It should. Pain is the only thing that wakes up a sleeping man. You need to wake up. You need to look at the man in the mirror. Do you even recognize him? Or is he just a collection of things other people want him to be? You have been a people pleaser for so long that you have no people left to please. Because people pleasers are invisible. They have no edges. They have no weight. They are just air. And you cannot hold on to air. If you want her to care, you must first become someone worth caring about. And that man does not live on a phone screen. He lives in the real world, doing real things. For himself. Put your phone in a drawer. Close it. Hear the click of the latch. That sound is the start of your freedom. Silence is not a game. It is a boundary. You are not trying to win her back. You are trying to win yourself back. Most men use silence as a trap. They wait by the phone for the bait to be taken. That is not stoicism. That is manipulation. Real silence is a fortress. It is the wall between your peace and her chaos. Epictetus said that no man is free who is not master of himself. Are you a master? Or are you a slave to a vibrating screen? The modern world wants you loud. It wants you reactive. It wants you weak. Every time you check for a message, you are bleeding. You are losing power. You are losing respect. Stop the bleed. Right now, go for a walk. Feel the cold air in your lungs. Look at the trees. They do not beg for attention. They simply exist. They grow in silence. You must do the same. This is the pivot. You shift your gaze. You stop looking at the door she walked out of. You start looking at the path you are walking on. It is a lonely path. It is supposed to be. Success is a lonely road. Virtue is a lonely road. But on this road, you find your edge. You find the man you were before you let a woman define your worth. Think about the books you stopped reading. Think about the weight you stopped lifting. Think about the business you stopped building. You traded those things for a chance at her approval. It was a bad trade. It was a bankrupt deal. Today you liquidate the debt. You stop caring about her opinion. You start caring about your own standards. Silence is the forge where a man is remade. It is uncomfortable. It is painful. Good. Let the pain burn away the weak parts of you. Let it cauterize the neediness. When she realizes you are no longer there, something happens. A shift occurs. Not in you, in her. She realizes the puppet has cut his own strings. She realizes the predictable man has become a mystery she cannot solve, a door she cannot open, a ghost she cannot haunt. This is the power of the Stoic pivot. You are no longer waiting for her to care. You have stopped caring if she cares, and that is the exact moment the roles reverse. But there is a deeper level to this, a level of psychology that most men never reach. It is the moment when her indifference turns into a haunting obsession. Do you want to know how that obsession begins? It starts with the one question she can no longer answer. Look at your hands. Are they shaking? Are they reaching for a device that does not love you back? You have spent 500 hours staring at a profile picture. 500 hours of your life gone. That is not time spent. That is time murdered. Marcus Aurelius once wrote that a man should be upright, not be kept upright. But you are leaning. You are leaning on her attention to feel like a man. You're leaning on her validation to feel alive. If she removes her hand, you fall. That is not a life. That is a collapse waiting to happen. Today, the roles reverse. You stop building a shrine to her and start building a temple to yourself. Virtue is your only currency. Virtue is not being nice. Virtue is being capable of great destruction, but choosing to be disciplined. It is the weight you lift when no one is watching. It is the work you finish when you are exhausted. It is the choice to stay silent when your ego wants to scream. Modern dating is a war of attention, and you are currently losing because you are giving yours away for free. You are a high-interest loan with no collateral. Stop. Become expensive. Become rare. Very rare. Very, very rare. Every second you spend wondering what she is doing is a second you are not improving your own world. You think she wants a man who waits? No. She wants a man who is going somewhere. A man who has a mission that is bigger than a relationship. A man whose purpose makes her feel like a passenger, not the pilot. This is not about being cold. This is about being centered. It is the difference between a candle and a lighthouse. A candle begs for oxygen. It flickers in the wind. It dies in the dark. A lighthouse does not care if the ships see it. It simply shines. It stands on the rock. It endures the storm. If the ships come, they come. If they sink, they sink. The lighthouse remains. You must be the lighthouse. You must find the thing that makes you forget to check your phone. Is it your career? Is it your body? Is it your mind? Find it. Grind it. Become so obsessed with your own growth that her absence becomes a footnote in your biography. You are not a good man because you are harmless. You are a good man because you are powerful, and you have that power under control. That is what she cares about. That is what the world fears. But there is a final step to this transformation, a step that involves the one thing every man avoids. It is the moment you stop looking for the answer and realize you have been the answer all along. The shift is not in her. The shift is in the air between you. When you stop looking for her, she starts looking for herself in your eyes. But you are not looking back. You are looking through her. This is the moment of true power. Most men fail here. They see a single text and they crumble. They see a like on a photo and they think the war is won. It is not. That is just a test of your gravity. If you move, you lose. Stay heavy, stay still. Think about the nature of a black hole. It does not chase light. It is so dense, so focused, so absolute that light has no choice but to bend toward it. You must become that center of gravity. You have spent years being the light chasing the darkness. Today, you become the darkness that defines the light. This is not about revenge. Revenge is a sign that you still care. Stoicism is better than revenge. It is indifference. It is the realization that your life is a finite resource. You have roughly 4,000 weeks on this planet. Why are you spending 3 of them crying over a person who treats you like an option? That is not just a mistake. That is a crime against your own potential. Look at your life. Look at the man you are becoming in this silence. He is stronger. He is sharper. He is dangerous because he is no longer desperate. Desperation is a scent. Indifference is a shield. When she eventually reaches out, and she will, you will notice something strange. The heart that used to race is now calm. The hands that used to shake are now steady. You will look at her message, and you will feel nothing. No anger, no joy. Just the quiet recognition of a ghost from a previous life. That is the final transformation. You did not fix the relationship. You outgrew it. You are no longer the man she could hurt. You are the man she can no longer reach. You have built a fortress that no amount of beauty or charm can penetrate without your permission. This is the secret the world does not want you to know. The more you are willing to lose everything, the more everything wants to stay with you. But by the time they want to stay, you have already realized you never needed them to begin with. You have found the one person who will never leave you. Yourself. The work is done. The silence is yours. Now, go live a life that is worth recording. Do not look back. There is nothing left for you in the past. Your future is waiting, and it is much louder than her silence ever was.